Mama ne en meya. Mama ne mjumbe. Aduoko ne jo Kisumu erokamano. Mano yiero meya ma mama e Afrika. Aduoko ne jo Sakwa erokamano jo Kania kuom nyuolo nyako maratego. Awinjo kiwachonwa ni temura tema. Wabiro temo to wuoche mama to tek rwako. Okapar no yot rwako. Ago erokamano ne joma mine makoro ni e telo kuonde mopogore opogore, kidienje mopogore opogore, ka giluwogo footsteps mag mama. Mama Nyabungu, Nyar Goginga, Nyako Wak, Nyamegwena, Nyagobei, Min Ramogi, Min Gem, Min Karariu, Min Ji, Mama joge nengen. Mama ne chiew sa 11 mach osemoko. Ne onge gas, ne en maka. Bro liel throughout nyaka wang' sa 4 otieno. Maka matinde waluor nyiewo ni, mama noko luoro. Akech Nyabungu, akech meya, akech noko luoro welo. Mama no hero welo. Wendo modonjo sasa midonje chayo chiek. Pauline keluru chai. Mande gemuru chai. Meri chaere. Wane mane wan waiters mag mama. Wane mane wachiwo chai. Mama no ko believe e jatich. Mama ne tedo kwende. Joma ne limo wa ong'eyo na kech Nyabungu ne donje jikon to tedo chiemo kende kata kuon. Okoni ni we mated kenda. Mama was a special kind of a lady. Mama ne pako ng'ato ka ng'ato gi nyinge wuon mong'eyo. Kaka derwa ma baba ni, mama ne pako mana na luo. Mane nying mani luongo. Mane nying to wano tamwa ni ok waluonge kamano. Kikiluongi ene moluongo kende. Oko ni kiluongo to wibro bari mokibichio. Koro de waluo. Mama kata wuon gi Jaramogi no luongo mana ni mzee. Kiwinjo ko wacho no dhi ka mzee wang'e kumodhiye. Mano ne gin wuon nyako miluongo ni Rosa Buyu, masani en MP mar Kisumu West. Kiwinjo ka giluongo ni mzee wang'e kuma gidhiye. Mama ne ka dhi lemo to kiwinjo na dhi kakanon ting'e kumodhiye. Ko wacho no dhi kakanon ng'e kumodhiye. Mano dhi gi korgi Professor Nyang' Nyong'o. Udhi lemo kuro. Mama be wuon no jalemo. Mama ko lemo ni kata ionge pesa tiyudo pesa. Iyudo pesa ok tiek dala riyo kapok iyudo pesa. Wamor kendo wa celebrate kiko mama. Nikech Mama nopuonjowa gik mang'eny. Mama opuonjowa luoko sati, luoko law, go dasta, tedo, obed alot, obed ring'o, obed kuon, mago te wang'eyo kendo mama manopuonjowa. Wang'e tedo nyaka omuogo, wang'e tedo rabuon, gik kata nyoyo. To mama ne pakowa ni nyagem kuon gi mto. Nyagem mandare kuon gi mto. Mama nohero, ng'ato ka ng'ato nomiyo nyinge manopako godo. Kupaki tigeni ne mowuoyo kuomi. Aduoko erokamano nosiepe mama mang'eny. Bishobe ne biro lemone mama mopogore opogore. Achiel kuomgi ne Winnie Owiti, Phoebe Onyango, magi mine ma bishobe mane biro lemone. Wamor ka wa celebrate ka wapako ngima mama. Kendo wan gi yie ni wang'e kuma mama odhiye. Emomiyo ok wago nduru ahinya. Wang'e ywak to wang'e kuma odhiye. Odhir jachwechne. E sasa ma ng'ato kalo ka dhi e polo to nyaka itho. Mane gimotimore ne nyako wak makoro wako kawuono. Amor, anuoyo mana gima osewachi, kadwa nuoye mana matin. Amor bedo nyagem nikech mama na notedo gem ka. Taduoko erokamano ne chuo gem ma omo nyiri. Yoka ne yakocha, nyiri mateko gi ng'eny. Manyuolo negi nyithindo mabecho, mateko gi bende ng'eny. Gem kae masenene mine matelo kendo motelo. Tamor to ne jogembwa aneno ka trend dhi piny. Chak ung'awe trend, uwuothi ukelie nyiri moko kendo. Wach mogo nera loso wechado. Koro excitement o maka machako wuoyo kapok atimo introduction ne nyithi mama gi nyikwa mama. Mantung cha iluongo ni Pauline Omumbo. Maluwe no mano nyamera iluongo ni Jean Helen Onyango. Nyinge mong'ere to mande. Machielo ni iluongo ni Charlene Migade. Mano nyakwar mama. Mae wachung' bute ni nyamera maluwa iluonge ni Mary Onyango. Machung' bute ni manyakwara en great grand mar mama iluongo ni Kelsey. Maluwe iluongo ni Bella. Machielo ni mano nyara kwacha iluongo ni Eliana, maluwe en waya iluongo ni Ruth Ogola en Nyomumbo, en Oloko Busia, maluwo iluongo ni EJ Migade, en ochake min mare, nonyuole to min gi otho, to weye kotin, koro nochake ni Edwina, nying baba wa Edward, to kodi Josephine, nying mama ne. Koro sedongo romo kama. Maluwo iluongo ni Josephine Onyango, mano be nyakwar mama. Mar ariyo, maluwo iluongo ni Donna Kwacha, en be en nyakwar mama. Maluwo be nyathi mama. Samantha, mae nyar mama. Maluwo be nyakwar mama. Maluwo ni be great grand, en iluongo ni Wilson Buba. Maluwo ni iluongo ni great grand bende, en iluongo ni Zoe Okebero. Maluwo ni iluongo ni Wilma Adundo. Maluwo ni iluongo ni Liana Gracie, en ochake mama. Maluwo ni iluongo na Pina the Princess, en bende en nyakwar mama mar ariyo. Koro wakikore kama. Koro daher mondo mi nyamera majin manyo waluongo ni chief caretaker. En chief caretaker mar mama, ni ene morito mama. Ene mong'e ni mama chamo ang'o, to kineno simbe, kiyudo ka en missed call tigocho haraka. Kata ine bura to nyaka iwuog oko mondo igoch haraka nikech ikia message madwa biro sechego. Koro nyo wahero mako simbe, to nawinjo koywak ni koro tinde ere ng'ama biro gone simu.
Ne kanisa. The Prime Minister, all protocol observed. Adwoko nwero kamano. Kuom biro konya mondo akow mama na. An nyathi mar adek iluonga ni Jino Nyango. Nyinga mong'ere en Mande. Mheshimiwa Martha Karua, I'm happy to come closer to you today. At times when I step on people's foot, I hear whispers, Karua. And I know it's me being gossiped about. So they claim I have some characters that resemble yours. Mama fell sick in 2015, December. She was admitted in hospital. We've gone through that journey up to 8th of March, 2023. I want to thank all those who have been close to Mama during that painful journey, all those who have been praying for her. Especially, I want to say thank you to the doctors in Kisumu who are always available. The greatest trying moment was from October 2022 when I was admitted with Mama at Max Cure. I want to thank the doctors at Max Cure. From then onwards, Mama was diagnosed with an illness which I was told she could not be cured due to her age, her immunity. After that, I had to alert my siblings. It was painful. We kept crying, but God was good. We were crying and praying. We were told it could be any moment, but from October, we moved up to March. And we thank God for the years, and we celebrate her. It was very painful. Even as she was going through all that, she would tell me, Monday, we are just the two of us. Don't leave me alone. Don't forsake me. I told her, Mama, I won't forsake you. I'll not leave your side. What pains me is that she left me. Well, she told me not to leave her side. She has gone without me. I thank you all who are here today as we give Mama send-off. I release her. I want you to pray with me and maybe sing a song of I surrender. I surrender, God, surrender all to thee, my central Savior. I surrender all. Thank you. May God bless you. May you have safe journeys back home. And thank you for coming again.
Thank you very much. My name is Mary Onyango. I'm Lynn's follower, and I'm in between Lynn and Jean. To the clergy, Your Excellency, Mr. Raila Omola Odinga, Your Honorable Martha Karua, all protocol observed. I want to thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and celebrate Mother's life with us today. And when I think of my mother, I think of a life of service. I think of a life full of family and friends. And my mother, even though she was a trailblazer and a champion for women who did so much for the women movement, she was very, very humble and very approachable. I remember on several occasions when we went to downtown Kisumu, she'd tell the driver, I'll catch up with you the next stop, and she'd walk along Odinga Oginga Street just to meet Wananchi and get to talk to them, and everybody would approach her and say, Mama, this is my problem. Mama, I have a child who needs to go to school. Mama, I don't have a job. And my mother would tell them, be keen. Come to my house tomorrow morning and we'll see what to do. She educated a lot of kids. And a lot of them are here today. Our house was an open door policy. We lived with so many people, relatives from Game, relatives from Sakwa, even people we didn't know. People just walk in, knock at the door. My son is sick. I need to take them to the doctor. They'd go to the doctor, they'd get admitted, and then come back and stay with us while they have follow-up visits, and then they'll leave. We did have a few of house helps. They're called house managers now. But even that, they were part of the family. They ate with us. They were treated just the way we were treated. And when they outgrew that position, Mom got them a job out of the house. So I want to thank everybody today, and I want to thank Governor Professor Nyang' Nyong'o for celebrating Mother and naming Social Center. We grew up going to Social Center. Those days there were music festivals there. So that is a building that we are very, very familiar with. We visited there so many times. So when you named that after Mother, and she was there to celebrate that, to be there to witness that, that was a blessing. And I thank God for that, because you were able to honor her when she was still alive to see that. And I also want to thank all the women MPs who came to visit her, pay your tributes to her when she was still alive, to receive that herself. And I know you're doing that today, and there are a lot of women representatives here today, and I appreciate you guys for that, because she broke the glass ceiling for all the women. So I appreciate you for that, and thank you for honoring her, knowing that she was the trailblazer, and because of her, women are now accelerating not only in politics, but everywhere, business, you name it, women are there. And I want to end with this. When my mother was still alive, there's one interview that she did. And I'm going to end with this interview, just to quote what she said. She was encouraging women, and she said, don't wait to be nominated. Go out there and fight the men and win. So that is my charge for you women today. Go out there, run, and win these elections, win seats, being in the, whatever it is, a board of governor, a school board, whatever it is, just go out there and do it. I want to thank everybody for coming today. We do appreciate you, and we thank you very much. And at this time, I'm going to give one of Mother's granddaughters, Donna Kwacha, to say a little bit today.
Good evening, everyone, members of the clergy. Baba, it's exciting to see you. I want a hug from you after this. Martha Karua, all dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Most of you knew Mama as Mama Grace. To us, her grandchildren, she was just Mama. We never called her Dani. She was Mama, Mother Beg, or Mama Maduong. Growing up, I think my mom and Auntie Jean had myself, Bob, my sister Velma, when Mama was in her prime. Bob. So we grew up with Bob. We would go with Mama to Kibuye in the evenings, or on Sunday, Mama Makolwetwa, we go to the market, Wanyepo, we come back, or she would have us in her car, the 504, everybody knows that one, and we would take a ride around town. Mama was a very humble woman. She was humble, she was loving, she was kind. She trained us to be kind to everyone, from the people at the top to the people at the bottom. She wanted us to always be kind, to be humble, not to be greedy, not to be envious of other people, and to be kind and loving to everyone around us. One of the things that Mama would do, sometimes she would take us to school. Koro, I would follow her. Anytime she said she was taking me somewhere, I would not leave her, because if I left her for even 1 minute, she was gone. Koro, I would hold on to her dress, whether it is going to the bathroom, wherever she went, I would stand right there and wait until she's done so she can take us to wherever she wanted to take us. Because of Mama, my mom taught us how to use a call box back then. There were no cell phones back then. It was just the landline. Koro, my mom taught us how to call, just in case she needed to get a hold of us, or we needed to get a hold of my grandmother. And Bob, since he was a young kid, was just one of those. He was very fast. So Bob lived with my grandmother. I lived with my mom and my dad in Arena. Bob would come visit us. And then whenever Bob wanted to leave, we'd just call my grandmother, run to the shops to get money from my mom's purse, go to the shops, waluongo from the call box, kamama wachoni entito wachoni mama wabiro. But then by the time she would get a hold of my mom, it would be too late. We would have left the house, gone through Kibuye, crossed Kakamega Road. Back then, Kakamega Road was one of the most dangerous roads, and gone to her house. By the time my mom would realize, niwa ongeot, it was just too late. She'd call my mother, my grandmother, we still call her mama. And then mama would be like, hey, Pauline, ginka e. And then she would drive us back home. So when mama, due to old age, started getting sickly, one of the things I noticed was that not too many people are accommodating of the elderly when they're sick. But I want to thank the doctors who would come to the house. And I would like to make a request that let us normalize the doctors visiting the elderly in their homes to give them the treatment that they need. I would also like to ask the female politicians who are, one day will be as old as Mama was, make some type of I don't know how to ask this, a bill, anything that would make it easy for the elderly to access hospital beds, to access certain kinds of foods that they might need that is not readily available to everyone. Mama was lucky there are some things she needed that she could get. But what of other people who might need that doctor to come and see her because she can't get there and that doctor is not there? What of those people who might need a nutritional supplement because of konyal chemo or whatever the problem might be? And those things are too expensive for people to access. Maybe it would help if we even had ambulances that would carry a sickly, elderly senior citizen from their home to the hospital. So, Mama's sickness taught us a lot. It taught us a lot. It taught us a lot about patience. It taught us a lot about being grateful. It opened our eyes to a lot of things that possibly we would not have known had Mama not grown that old. But even in her old age, when we would call her, she would still make jokes, whether it is, oh, because she would be concerned if you did not have weight on you. She thought she was struggling. But she didn't realize that being 1 gigabyte is the in thing sometimes. Koro would be like, no, Mama, what did my bed? I didn't prepare a speech, so I'm just winging it. And Mama had 6 kids. So I noticed that when she first lost my uncle Ramogi, it depressed her, so to speak. She was very hurt. She was not herself. Then she lost Auntie Josie first, Mama Charlene, and then she lost Uncle Ramogi. And those 2 deaths affected her in ways I had never seen. I had never seen my grandmother cry my entire life until we lost Auntie Josie and Uncle Ramogi. So just to, I don't even know what to say because there's so much to say about Mama. There is so much to say about Mama. I could take the whole day here talking about her. But I want to thank Mama for loving us, for being there for all of us, for making it normal to have family gatherings. Her house was always open, but Sundays were those days that we would go there, we eat, we talk, we play around in her yard. But the bedroom, ne wachapo gikumoko kuro, and then she'd be like, "Nitindo gino biro kai, gisa chapo gigena keketa kuma gigena nitie." But that she enjoyed that. She enjoyed having us. She enjoyed her great grandchildren, and her great grandchildren sometimes called her Mama Madwong too, or they would call her Mama Darling because the grandkids called my mom Darling. I want to thank everyone for coming here today. I want to thank you for honoring Mama Maduong. I want to thank you for all your contributions, whether it's financial, thoughts, whatever it might have been. I want to thank you for that. Thank you everyone for coming. Yasai with Wirokama.
Where are you? You want to Song.
Good afternoon. My name is Wilma Adundo Akwacha, and I'm going to say a tribute from my grandmother. Mama embodied the spirit of womanhood. independence, and dignity. No matter the situation, she just got on with it, keeping her children happy, disciplined as she balanced her work-related duties. The sad news will take time to sink in, but we thank the Almighty for the amazing time we spent with you. Life is eternal, love is immortal, and death is only a horizon. Fly home on the wings of angels, Itelo Mama wa Nyabungu Nyakawol. Thank you.
Mogik, akwayo. Awe babo wo. Mogik akwayo. Ni nitiere foundation manocha akini Grace Onyango Foundation. And foundation is a special kind. And then foundation manitia professors, amongst them Professor Kamarogo, Professor Ezel, Gijo Mamoko. Akwayo ni kikwawe foundation ni mondo odhi marach, nikech foundation ni bro konyo kendo bro miyo health mana ma Kisumu County to health manie Eastern Central Africa mondo dhi maber ne ji duto. En kama daktache bro biro to thiedhi kata ot kama intiere timi yath makori nyiewo mane chemist. Kata drone, gimiluongo ni drone chakelo ni yath e gweng'u to daktache kelonu. Koro akwayo the authorities mondo watem kik wawe gino luar gimiluongo ni Mama Grace Onyango Foundation. Ero kamano gi matin go aduoko ne ji tero kamano. Daktache mano thiedho mama headed by Dr. Rae. Kama near ICU aduoko nu tero kamano.
Let us appreciate the family. We are coming to the tail end. Allow me to recognize Bensouda, that is Dr. Jason Sogo, women rep from Homa Bay. Welcome. Now, I want to take this opportunity to hand over the microphone to Dr. Christine Ombaka, the MP, Siaya County. To kamiye adwa nuoyo gima jodongo nowacho ni oganda luo kamora mama untie wanur e tok Raila Amolo, wanur e tok Raila Amolo, to kikwa yie gi jogo madwano kewa kwa yuech.
Thank you very much, erokamana ahinya. Akawo thuolo karwako jogo duto mobiro ko mama. Gomowa kamora mora walamonu ni Nyasaye mondo an kudok mondo ritu maber. Odiochieng' makawuono en odiochieng' makende. En odiochieng' mwabiro celebrate ngima mar Mama Grace Onyango. Mama Grace Onyango en ng'ama ong'e piny mangima, ok kata mana e Kenya kende. Ohere kendo ong'e e piny mangima. An ang'e ka an a little girl e primary school kane wan jomiluongo ni girl child. Asome primary school Maseno to asomo gi Pauline. Mama Grace ne kabiro neno Pauline to wan nyithindo matindo wang'iye gi chien nikech ne en so special. Ne utingo power moro ma ng'ata ng'ata ongego. Kobiro neno Pauline to rwako tigo machalo kondo e wiye. To wang'iye gi very far away kwa luor. Ni yawa Mama Pauline chande per. We used to love her, little as we were. Nok nwang'eyo ni wabeche mon wabejo siasa. But siasa mare no hingo ngas ne malo kabisa. Mama is an inspiration to many people, both men and women. Because even men admire her ability to be a great leader. She is a role model to so many people. And aneno ni generation moro ni tiekae manyaka watango, they lal. We had a generation after Mama Grace. ne nitie Grace Ogot, ne nitie Phoebe Asio, Zipporah Kitoni, Mama Aida Gachukia, Professor Ojiambo, and many great women at the time. Sania neno kaminetin, okangege motimore. But Mama Grace became a mayor because the men were behind her. The men supported her and they gave her votes. And she became such an inspiring person. The men who voted for Mama Grace as a mayor and as a member of parliament, I thank you all. Nikech, you are the ones who started the idea ni minenyalo. Thank you, men. Manogocho. Mo Chuoluo, thank you. You did a good job. But we want you to continue. I'm seeing the continuity not going on. People are forgetting that women matter. Do support the women who are there today. Manemo mio Mama Poli, ingi itelo ni mine miluongo ni maendeleo ya wanawake. Chungare mondi fua mondo jiogyo neni mine nitie, even as maendeleo ya wanawake. Aneno Mama Poli kacha. Angeo ni maendeleo ya wanawake benika. Angeo ni women politicians are here. And I want to tell you, ni women my bunge today. Nyoro or contribute greatly. Nyengyoko chopo, but they are with Mama. They really love her and they supported her. Nikech Mama was the first woman mayor, first woman member of parliament, first woman speaker, first. Mama has broken the glass ceiling. Emomia one kaka jomatendo behind her. We see there is hope for women in this country. Mama Martha Karua, you are the next one. A great woman, an iron woman. We want to tell you that you inspire so many. You may not know, but I want to tell you today that you are an inspiration because you have fought for a good cause and you have continued to do so. And we admire you, we are together with you, we shall follow your footsteps. Atie koka wacho ni Baba tukoro tamawoe. Baba, you are the greatest man on earth. Baba eber nwa kabisa. Baba, we are together with you in this race. You have fought the war, the battle, and you have continued to fight it. And you shall finish that race very successfully. Atie koka wacho ni Siaya duto te orwako welo. Kendo aneno kawa bolore maber, kendo warwako welo gi mor, kendo gi hera. Jogo manyo behind the management of the funeral committee, led by Mr. Israel Agena, thank you for a job well done. Utio Matek. Erokamano is very important in a situation such as this. You have made us proud, and one your game, wachunguru katiendwa. One your party, we shall do what Baba tells us. Left and left. No change. And left. Baba ko wacho ni right. And right. There is no change. Baba ko wacho ni chikrimalo. It is chikrimalo. We are together in this race. Atieko. Gi ote mar mjumbe machon magem. Miluongo ni Isaac Omolo Okero. Nyocho gocho na mokona nika chopo kae. Takel mos mare makende. Nikech okonyal chopo nikech den malate. To end together with us and the family. Please take it from the former minister of communication, I think, and the former member of member of parliament, Isaac Omolo Okero. Omoso kendo wacho ni pokno appreciate ngima mar dhano moloyo ngima mar Mama Grace Onyango. Koro nikech seche ng'eny we are mondo hand over. Adwa hand over to my colleague and leader of minority in parliament, colleague nani kechen member of parliament, Ma Ugunja, kendo enjatendwa mwageno Ma Ugunja. Leader of minority, Mr. Wandai, Mr. Pio Wandai, asante sana. Thank you.
Ne kanisa, Baba, gi jotelo mantie, gi jogem, gi welo duto, okweuru kendo. Jadi murwako baba. Correct. Adwaro mondo awach weche ariyo ka adek. To aya bro miyo wajumbe ka thuolo mondo musu. Mana tap ka uye. Correct. Mokwongo ana bende eloya gi lojo Ugunja. To kod lo wabunge duto te. Me National Assembly kod Senate bende. Because today we are burying a former member of parliament. I must convey the condolences of all members of parliament, both the National Assembly and the Senate, on this very important occasion, to the family and friends of Mom. And want to express our commitment to be with you, to continue being with you. Mario, eni kawuono wanka. To wanka nikech Mom. To mama to neno mare usewinjo kamano. Koro an neno mar mama mosewachore aendos. Nongoromo. Koro wach siasa. Let me say this. Ni kawuono wan ka gi baba. That today we are here with Baba is a miracle. It's a miracle because yesterday Baba was being killed. I am saying because I was there. The kind of thing we saw in Embakasi when we attempted to join Outer Ring Road is something I've never seen in my life. And let me say this to Ruto and whoever is listening, that before you kill Raila Amolo Odinga, you will have to kill all of us. I think this joke has now been taken too far. We are not going to allow this kind of joke to continue. Oh, come on. When they want no kuni. We are Kenyans. We are also Kenyans, just like any other person. And let me say this again, for avoidance of doubt, that what happened yesterday, which was orchestrated by the police under the command of the Ruto Gachagua administration, is tantamount to a declaration of war. Nongawacho. Anengeno kaluoro ngato. Kata manazani ange kesi kotu kucho. Case mabandia. You will have to kill all of us before you get to Raila Amolo Odinga. And that message must come out strongly and clearly from Siaya here today. Kendo ulando wachinojo gazette. Now watch. If they want, they can come for me today. And let me also repeat that this mass action is going to continue. Come Monday, And there's nobody who is ever going to be elected in this region. Let me tell you. If you thought that you can use money to buy us or buy our people, today I'm telling you, you've touched a wrong button. Oh, come on. Aya. Wanigwa jumbe ka. Adwaro mondo chak mana gi mjumbe ma Suna West. Mheshimiwa Peter Masara, dakika achiel. Wacho nango? Oh. Okay, awinjo. Baba be awinjo. Nigem ni nade? Correct.
Hello? Hello? Kawuono kwa yuag Mama Grace. Kawuono wa celebrate ngima mane mare kaka nyar luo manochung' kandap sportman. Gige jo luo te notimo kaka idwaro. Omiyo an dawa nyar game ka, nyar Petro Wagunda. Nasebiro ka. Awacho ni okadwa ketho sa. To nawacho gimoro kwa ikoruku. Nawacho ni wan joluo onge ng'ama noluongowa. Nyasaye manokelowa e Kenya ka mondo wachiw direction. Kineno jaluo masama joluo nego chung to mindni mano nobigo manokimirwa. Adona wach ni oganda luo te. Ni ka wan gi Raila to wan gi gimoro amora. To ka onge Raila to onge gimoro amora. I want to be very honest. Before Raila joined the government in the year 2002, the Luo Nyanza was not known. But when he joined the government, roads ne wayudo, jino ndiki, iti wuod nyanga madwa kwano development. In fact, Baba yenwa, mujumbe mora mose betrayed the cause. Kora konego duok dala. Kora konego duok dala. Kora konego duok dala. Kora konego duok dala. Kora konego duok dala Nyasaye gwedu.
Aya. Mheshimiwa Dr. Ron, Kisumu Central. Hey. Ron jogging aja kama nani?
Ne baba, ne mama Martha Karua, ne governors magwa duto, ne jogo moa Kisumu gi jogo mobiro koa mama, amoso udu ni Nyasaye ber. Bwana sifiwe. Anabiro ka kaka mjumbe manyo mar mama. Abiro ka ni an marito kama mama nobede kansila mokwongo. Anabiro ka kaka ng'amorito kama no mama obede meya mokwongo. Anabiro ka kaka ng'amobede lo mama kama mama noae. Awacho koso kawache. Omia kelo kuyo na makende no siepega mama Pauline gi mama te nyikwa mama mago siepega kawuono wabiro ko mama. Jakom anadwa wacho ni in e wuon party. Wan waduto waluo bangi. Ki wacho ni left to left. Kaja komo wacho ni right to right. Jaduonga nyalo koni ni Kisumu kucho to wamako ni. Wamako so kwa mako. Jo Kisumu malika chunguru fua mondi kapoka tieko. Jo Kisumu chunguru fua. Ero kamano marwani okwado wacho magany ado wacho ne kijende moko milore Kisumu. Nitiere yudhe moko ni ng'iewogi ni mondo gibakidi ing'iewogi mondo giketh giwa. Jo Kisumu watim gi nade? Awegi kanyo Nyasaye gwedho.
Aya. Mheshimiwa Milly Odhiambo.
Oganda untie. Ukwe. Uil. Umar. Uchiek. Amilo bedo chiek. Yena uru jothurwa, all protocol observed. Gijakom Raila Amolo Wuod Odinga gi Martha Karua kotelonwa. Monda wach machuok ke jawinjo ka wandai osenyiso wani wawach manani tap tap. Tadwani monda kwere ni un joma chua kweru pile wekaso waga hinya. Un joma chua wero kaso joma mon. Akwere koso kika kwere. Okinyi gikaso wakoso gikaswa. Sauchiel gikaso wakoso gikaswa. Otieno gikaso wakoso gukaswa. Wambe wewa uru wawinjie mit. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Yena uru monda wach kama. Adwa wacho ni kwa biro kaka joma mine wabiro yuago miyo wadwa. An kawuono noro mabed bonjo mura. Tawacho ni kiiko Honorable Grace Onyango to nyaka chopi. Omiya ng'ado bonjo mura oko. Tadwa nyiso ugi momiyo. Majo moko okong'eyo. Mama niye mokwongo bedo the first woman member of parliament in Kenya. To be mokwongo bedo the first woman member of parliament in Nyanza. Tokeno we had Grace Ogot. Bang Grace Ogot we have Phoebe Asio. Bang Phoebe Asio kao 16 years wabedo gamilo geza geza. Ane mabedo mara ngwene Nyanza. Oyao nuwayo kosoko yao. Nite midu wakasa kanyaka yuage. Baba duani monda nyisi ni odni enot mogwedhi. You may not know, Mary, I'm glad to see you. Mama ni lemo ni jakom. Katano kange personally. To lemo America kumodake no. Imi ya feedback kakilemo ne jakom. Kendo kakilemo no. Baba nitie joma lemo ni. Emo miyo sani nyuneno kataka Ruto dhiro mogija America. Picha gore mana piny. Ogore kosoko gore. Nikech Nyasaye osewacho ni mene tekelu parasim. Nyocha negidhi gikwalo rombe mako uru. Nyocha gikwalo koso gikwalo. To kisomo muma e buk mar Samuel. To muma wachonwa niya. Ni Saulo ne Nyasaye oro mondo odhi oketh piny moro. To Saulo kodonjo to odhi oyudo rombe. Kar mondo oketh piny mar Amalekite. To en rombe machwe mabeyo behe mokwalo. Mane kaka piny ruoth nomae. Nyocha gikwalo koso gikwalo. Mane kaka piny ruoth owegi. Owegi koso kowegi. Kora dwa mana wacho wach achiel taweyo. Wach achiel madwa wacho kama jothurwa. Ni kaluwore gi gima nyaneno nyoro jothurwa. Kanya neno gima nyaneno nyoro mawuoyi ni pimonu. Seche moko ji ok nyiswa adieri gima nyaneno. Odinwa kwase wuoyo gi jopiny mar seche ariyo. Jopiny orwako wa maolonwa mana pi nikech pi en gweth. Ae jogi dinonwa. Mbite gichako go wagi tiagas. Ae gichako go mtok baba ginene. Gilisasi. Kore ka mtok baba emane ni mbele. Kato kwase wuok makoro wagomo nikech kacha benodi yore. Kato koro wadonje yo machielo. Gidhi gichak gidino nwa yono. Kato kwadi mbele. To gin gi mtok polis. Mama mamoro mondisore ka mama dhako. Owuok gi bunde. To ba mtok baba gi bunde. To goyo gi tiagas. Nyasachiel na wacho ni ana milo gesa Dr. Nyokwera ni kika donja i tiagas. Adonjo gi thuona koni nego baba kisenega milo gesa. Nyuola ojogi. To gin gi mtokni abich. Be magiluogo tok baba. Ni gidwa nego baba. Nyasachiel anadwa nyiso jowa. Ma pod milore kodwa. Ni sani nyaka koro pogo kok gi ng'ang'a. In midwa tugo no jopiny dwa deal kodi. Wadil go koso kwa deal. Okwa bitugo kodi. Nikech ka koro chopo kamidwa negwa ka gwen. Niti michung nitimo development mar dau. Be ok mar dau nikech dau to ng'ama miyo. Giwe tugo kodwa. Sani koro wawuok mager. An yogi maya security. Anyiso gini ka security dhi godo kumiyar. Wadwa gore nyaka. Let me give Ruto one message. Honorable Ruto, Kejbo Kabilung ni president. Honorable Ruto, do not tempt the Pope with Njaga. Awacho koso kawaji. Owete mo papa gano. Oboro mo Gabilo gesa gesa. Chiadene.
Aya. Mheshimiwa James Nyekal. Adwa kwayo ni wate murungado machok matin. If possible, 2 minutes, please. Jamudong.
Ne baba, ne jo mama Grace, ne kanisa motelo nwaka, wendwa duto, mama Martha, jotendwa duto, jothurwa duto, amoso uno kwe uru, okwe kendo. Mokwongo, elojo seme gi loya, abiro mondo wakel mos ne jo mama Grace. En koro onge, to wakelo mos mare. Mar ariyo, tich ma mama osetiyo e Kenya ka, kochakre Kisumo nyaka kuonde duto, en tich ma piny duto timre nadi ong'eyo. Kata kanyo mama nindo, kata ka wan jomo wakoni, pok wawacho mondo water wach ne bunge. Mbunge ma Limuru ema nosebiro mokelo wach kakitimo ne mama mos e bunge, ma bungo chung. Tiende ni piny duto ng'eye kod jaluo kod oki jaluo ting'eng'a, ing'e mama. Oriwo piny ngima. Otelo ne mine, Amilo se wachonu. Ka koro dhi, wakwa Nyasaye oket chunye kamokwe, joge odong' gi kwe. Telo manotelo wadhi go mbele, moloyo mamine wadhi mbele gi telo mane Grace otelo go. Kidwa paro ng'ato tim gimoro kaka dinotimo kongima. Koro gima nyotimore gi gima osebet katimore. Nitie ondiek moro modonje Kenya kama dwa chamo rombe te. Mogo koneno to timo nadi? Mafuta koneno to timo nadi? Stima ka koro neno to timo nadi? Jo Kenya buro dak nang'o? Lweny ma Raila Molo Odinga goyo oken lweny joluo kende. Mama Martha, this war is not for the Luo community. It is not for Raila. This is for the whole of Kenya. Onge gimose lokore Kenya kae maok Raila Molo bete. Kati chakta ni idwa gol section 2A. Kati duoka ne wadwa golo wach Moi. Kati duoka ne wadwa loko constitution. Ng'ama notele? Raila Amolo Odinga. Miyo ng'ama dwa ng'iyo ngima Raila Amolo Odinga ok ni okodwar joluo kende, okodwar Kenya duto. Wawacho ne Ruto ni ka gimoro ditim Raila, nikech kaka nyotimo ong'e ni Kenya koro timre nadi? Onge. Tije maduong' moloyo kwe wach mwagoyogi, tij Ruto maduong' moloyo en rito Raila Amolo Odinga, kata katiba dwaro kamano. Kokia to ng'e ni wabiro rito kaka wandayo wacho. Kochop kuome to nyaka tiek wa te. To kiko ling ni joluo kende mobiro gore kode, Kenya manginga biro timo ang'o? Biro gore kode. Wamiye ndalo, pod wadhi. Maandamano biro dhi mbele kako wachi. Nitie ng'at achiel kende man gi kifungu mar maandamano, en ng'a?
Aya, Mheshimiwa Martin Owino, 1 minute.
Aya, nione jeshi la baba kwa mkono, nione yote. Sisi kama wabunge tumeamua. No retreat, no surrender. Hebu niambie tena, no retreat, no. This guy has very bad plans. Let me tell you in a low tone. Wamepiga wabunge mnada, sasa wameingia mahali ya serikali. One of them is Sunset. Sunset is the heart of Maseno University. The other one is Sony Sugar, the economic pillar of Migori. And there are many. That's why before they kill Baba, they have to kill all of us. Number 2, hello? The reason why we have survived all this as a nation, wanjo luonge ngama pogwa. Kendo luoro jotendwa emome wateko namba di. Gwengu ka winjo kumilo ruwe. Ka okunya yudo mibunge ma aktika. To what chief biro aktika okinyi. Mogik. Baba, when you are away. Baba, when you are. No konwaka. Niko kinyombo game. To kinyombo sakwa. To kinyombo yoma. Ni mano in misumba baba. Koro an uino worship kaka nyombo maber ming'eyo cha. To ng'a game kani an misumba. Nyasaye gwedhwe nying Ruoth Yesu.
Haya, Mheshimiwa Rosa Buyu.
Gini tek koso ok tek. Baba ko wach ni maber. O wach ni ya. Ni Raila Molo Odinga cha. O wad gi mon. To no wad gi mon nade. Ni donga en wuod sakwa. To makoro wakoni nya sakwa. To kokikendo sakwa. To pokikendo. Omiyo in o wad gi mon. To chako wach ni ya. Ni kapono kikendo game. To pokikendo. To wawacho ni kada in chuor mon. Raila ni dongo kendo game. Omiyo baba in kakibet ni ina owad gi moti ina chuor mon. Omiyo ng'iya tir. Kange ni in ng'ama duong'. Ne joma kiaya ni luonga ni Rosa Kinyi Buyu. Anan nyar mzee manosenindo mawuot sakwa. Anan nya sakwa jigo nyago bei nyabondo. To kapo kawuoyo. Nitie miyo moro kama nyaka wuoye. Mama ni en mjumbe manotiyo kaka woman representative mar Baringo. To en kendo en chairperson mar Women Congress mar KANU. Uyie ni mondo winje wachne. Gik mwawacho kuom jothur gigo wawacha sani to bo winja winja nikech wano kwa luoro ng'ato. Mama Gladwell karibu. Iluongo ni Gladwell Chariot. Nyono koso ok nyon. Biro koso ok bi. Oromo koso ok oromo. Karibu mama.
Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, the Prime Minister, Mother Karua, governors, while I really recognize my former colleague, Gladys Wanga, MPs, and senators who are here, the county assembly members, speakers leading them, clergy, and everyone else. God, praise the Lord. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Unajua mumeongea hiyo lugha yenu mpaka hata mimi nimeelewa na sielewi. Haki ya Mungu si ni tamu. Yaani sijui mnasema aje. Ni vile tu nimekuwa mzee ningeolewa hapa. Lugha ni tamu, yani tamu kabisa. Alafu nimeshangaa kitu moja baba. Hao watu wa Luo Nyanza huku. Mnatoa wapi nguvu ya kuongea hivi? Ni samaki re chama ni nini? Unajua sisi huko kwa Kalenjin community hatuwezani na hii mambo.
Yaani tukiongea sijui ni mursiki na tuliletanga tuongee pole pole. Siku moja huyu gavana wa Kisumu anaitwa Orengo. Former senator huyu wa Siaya, gavana. Siku moja akaniita, acha tuseme story, si tuko kwa mama. Hasa tumeenda siku hiyo serikali ya Uhuru na baba na handshake. Sisi wengine tuko kitu tunaita embrace, tukiongozwa na Gladys Wanga. Bas sisi tukaenda hiyo mrengo, alafu sasa gavana huyu wa Siaya akaniambia mama ya Baringo, mimi ndio nataka sasa wewe usome hii kitu. Mnakumbuka hiyo kitu wabunge? Wachana na mtu naitwa wakili. Mimi nikasema wakili mkubwa kama huyu kama amesema mimi nitasoma. Unajua nini ilifuata? Mnajua nini ilifuata? Kuanzia siku hiyo mimi nikasema kama ni mbaya. Na ikakuwa mbaya mpaka saa hii baba. So siku ya leo, wakati imekuwa mbaya hivyo baba, hiyo tia gas ya kwanza ya kwenda nyumbani nikakula. Hii tia gas ingine sasa sijapata vile inakulwa, mtanifundisha pole pole. So ile kitu nimefanya leo ni kuja hapa kuomboleza na nimetumwa na chama. Chama ya mama huyu Mama Grace ni chama cha KANU. Chama cha baba na alafu mimi juzi vile nimefanywa hivyo, basi chama yangu ikasema huwezi kaa nyumbani. Wacha tukupatie kiti moto ukalie. Wakanipatia nikawa the chair ya KANU Women Congress National. So nimekuja hapa kwa hiyo kiti. So yangu ni kusema kwamba tunaposherekea maisha ya huyu mama, tunawaombeeni pia nyinyi viongozi. Kesho msherekewe na watu vile huyu mama amesherekewa. Mama Mother, congratulations. Congratulations. Umesimama kidete. Knowing where you come from, like where I come from, it is not easy. But congratulations. So yangu, because niko na apologies and condolences kutoka my chair, please give me chance to read what he has said on behalf of the party and himself for Mama Grace. A message of condolence from Honorable Gideon Moi to the family of the late Mama Grace Onyango. We join you, the family, friends and compatriots, in mourning the late Mama Grace Akech Onyango, the first female mayor and member of parliament to be elected in Kenya on a KANU ticket. Mama Grace Onyango was a trailblazer in all fronts and a devoted advocate for women's participation in politics in Kenya. Popularly referred to as Nyabungo. She cleared the thorny bushes that hindered women from rising to politics. Her historic election to parliament as a member of Kisumu paved the way for others to follow in her footsteps, as she remained a champion of social justice throughout her career. Indeed, she worked tirelessly to promote gender equality at a time when such pursuits were frowned upon in Kenya, and advocated for policies and laws that improved the status and well-being of women. During her time, she was instrumental in the formation of the National Council of Women of Kenya, which played a pivotal role in promoting women's interests. Mama Grace Onyango's legacy will continue to inspire women across Kenya and beyond. To strive for a greater representation in politics, she will be remembered as a true champion of women's rights and pioneer in the struggle for a more just and inclusive society. Mama will be greatly missed, but her impact on Kenya's political history will endure for generations to come. On behalf of KANU, I convey my deepest condolences to you,
during this difficult time. It's my prayer that you find comfort in the Lord and solace in the memories of her remarkable life and legacy. May her soul rest in eternal peace. Read by Honorable Gladwell Cheruiyot Tungo and from Honorable Gideon Moe, National Chairman, KANU Party. Thank you. Baba. Unajua hawa hawezi ongea kama baba yuko hapa mpaka arudi. Tunapongojea, mimi nataka kusema kitu moja yenye nilisema kwa Kiingereza saa zile, nataka kusema kwa Kimombo. Mama, tunataka kusema nchi hii ni yetu sisi wote. Na kama ni yetu sisi wote, ni lazima tuheshimiane sisi wote. Na Kenya ni kubwa kuliko mtu mmoja. Kwa wale ambao wamejawa na kiburi na waweze kushushwa katika jina la Yesu. Kwa wale ambao wanakula na wanasikia vizuri, tafadhali sikizeni wale wanalia kwa sababu wako na njaa. Kwa walinzi wa nchi hii, mchunge wananchi wote pasipo na mapendeleo. Na kwa kanisa, tendeni kazi kwa haki. Mubarikiwe.
Wapamne uro woyo kosa ko woyo. Adwani monda wach kama kapok adonje siasa. Kama chunge kae ni achung kaka outgoing vice chairperson mar Kenya Women Parliamentarians. Adwani monda gone giero kamano kuom chungi mama kata diere manyocha mama ngima. Ne wabiro karibu mine 20. Mwalimo mama e ode ma Kisumo. Mwago chongwa piny mwakone ni Mama Grace erokamano. Gimomiyo ne wagone erokamano. Dhowa mati wawira mwawuotho gi dhok makwar mowirni. Ok dine wawiro ka Mama Grace Onyango ok dino yawonwa yo. Nikech noyawo yo. Mine mane bunge wuok na kwan gi owuok kuom mine adek kende. Ochako wuok, olokre mine 9, ochako lokre mine 16, ochako dhiye mine 21. Sani mine moyiere constituencies mogore gi chuo moyier gin mine 29. Ber kosok ber. Mano timre mana nikech Mama Grace Onyango osewach ka ni en ok nen miyo morito ni mono gwel. En nen miyo mochung to kendo chung to campaign gi chuo tiyiere. To kose yiere to tich motiyo maber ema gole meya, ema chako tere mondo bed town clerk, ema chako tere mondo bed mjumbe. Mana dier koso ka dier. Omiyo wan kaka mine moyier makoro ntie parliament, ibed woman representative, ibed miyo moyiere constituency, tijwa maber ema bro miyo yier mine moko. To kok watiyo maber to wadhi go namba mine piny. Omiyo wane manyaka wati maber to kendo nyaka wamak bede mine moko mondo watingi malo mondo mino tel. Adier koso kadier. Awacho nikech mine moko kose yier to kdwa winjo wach mine wetegi. Nyaka wajol mine gi to kendo wati matek mondo wamed kwan owuoge namba 29 to dhi kata namba 50. Mano ber koso ber. Achaka wacho kama. Sani e pinywa ka nyithindo kong'eyo mine gi kata wuone gi. Agoero kamano ne Jean. Agoero kamano ne Pauline. Mama nyocho sechopo kama mama koro nyocha ngimane nitie mana lwet nyigi ariyogi. Tiende ni gin ema gichiemone, gin ema giyueyone, gin ema kata kolosore, gin ema giyueye. For since 2015 nyaka sani, igni 7, mama obedo mangima nikech un. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was there, I saw what you did for your mom. Togi malitna ni nyithindwa sani onge manyalo rito minegi. Agoni wero kamano kuom tich mutimo. Adwani monda donje siasa matin. Anan jatelo Kisumu West constituency. Mano e kama Maseno University ntie. Constituency wa emanyocha nyathi mokwongo olware e maandamano makoro watimoni. Nyathi miluongo ni William Mayange. Bange nyithindo koro selwar Kibira, nyithindo selware Mbakasi, Kisumo nyithindo selware. Akwayo mana gi kwe gi muolo. Nigi lwa to wan pod wadhi mbele. Dwa chunge kuom dakika 1 kende
mondo walam ne nyithindwago ni pok wachopo wuoth to wan e wuoth mondo Nyasaye okete chunygi kama ber. Agoni wero kamano. Gima dwani mondo awache platform ka Nyasaye omiya teko mondo awache. Ageno ni komo bed ka.
There is a direct correlation with what His Excellency Prime Minister talks about hunger, server, unemployment, and status of this country. That correlates directly, and that must stop. Kikuluora na mako mabei kaka woman rep. To bunge kacha adwa nyonora magodhra gi chuogi arito gi privatization bill wani wagore kaka sa sudo koso sudi.
Haya. Mheshimiwa Ruth Odinga.
Ne Prime Minister Marwa, ne jokisumu manitie ka duto, wajumbe duto, jokisumu manikat fwana uru, wane min Kisumu. Ano kadwa wacho mang'eny, wacho kanyal mere konga, ananya min Grace Akech. Adwa na wachnu ni Grace Akech ni mopuonja. Ng'eny na kiwinjo Kisumu kucha. Tiko ni anja kom Raila mano miyaga certificate ni moda bed women rep. Ngama no mi achung. Gavana ma Kisumu. Nen mama Grace Akech mula no kani. Mano koni nyaka wuor dhiyo. Dhi mondi dhi chungi chuogi. To na dhi ma chung kodgi. Mane be na lo chuogi magi na loyo te basa koro gi maya. To adwa na ngisu ni Grace Akech ne mama motegno kabisa. Wande modak Kisumu ang'eye kendo noriwo wiwa waduto. Tano kadwa loso. Akia mena giyo. Debe nange giyo. Dako ni agiyo. Topoda. Nyaka wuon. Nyaka oche. Nyaka wuon mokjona begi wuon. Akech nyabondo. Akech nyaka ngo. Akech nyaka wurma ok janwara gi war. Akoni ni adwa ni mondo anyis Grace Akech ni kichopo polo to kineno giga kodinga tidogi neno no oro ka no tineno Mary tineno Buri Saka tikon gi ni wuod gi Raila se wuok owuok omako wirwat to kuma mbaka wirwat dero to wanwa dwa konye mine gi yowuoyo wuok ka ng'anyo
Haya, erokamano ahinya, koro tieka. Kapok aluongo Dr. Buro Ginga, give me your ears. There is some message you want to pass to the international community and the church. We have just been informed. We have just been informed that the American ambassador to Kenya is condemning the police brutality against journalists. But that is not enough. Yesterday, I tweeted that the Ruto regime is only comparable to the regimes, if I may recall, in Cambodia, then under somebody called Pol Pot. Then in Haiti, under somebody called Jean-Claude Duvalier, Baby Doc. And then in Central African Republic, under Jean Bedel Bokassa. The reason why I'm referring to this is the international community cannot exhibit selective amnesia. You cannot condemn the attack on journalists and you forget to condemn an attempted murder of Raila Amolo Odinga by the police. If you want us to trust you or to believe you, in the same manner you are condemning those excesses against the media, you must also come out categorically and condemn the attempted murder against Raila. You, the international community, and the church. Okamano. Because you can remember, in the year 1994, when a mistake was made in Rwanda, and President Habyarimana was assassinated while in air, because you chose not to speak out. Within 1 month, the Rwandese lost almost 1 million people. So are you waiting? Is the international community waiting for Kenya to plan in genocide before they can speak out? Or what are they waiting for? That's the question we want to ask today, here in game. That if you truly mean well for us, you must come out strongly today, not tomorrow, and call out Ruto and his regime. There are no two ways about it. Koro yenauru and called most special more Meshmua Gogo of Rangwe, Meshmua Adumanka, Dakachel 2, I Dr. Buroginga. Tayamiyo Governor Siaya. Of course, one called Deputy Governor Makisumo, Meshmua Oweli Matiwia.
Erokamano, to the church I will not belong. Mokwongo adwaro nago mos makende. Na chopo biro iko nyar bungu ka jotenda osebet. Ne an gi weche moko mane momaka. Weche jasumbi chama chando wa mnoketo wa mosebedo kadhigo mbele Nairobi. Koro ne ane court and I left Nairobi at 10 by road. Koro mane momiya chopo, kora kwayo my party leader no nyalo ng'wonona. Kora ng'ene mang'eny osewach kuom nyar bungu. Kendo incha selose wiye matin ka on Monday. Bene an gi wach momiya deko kane to nochuna mariembo mabiro Kisumo kama inche nitie chokruok ma inche jo Kisumo loso ik mare. Koro miyo kabiloso mang'eny nekech an or jogem ka. Ung'e kinda kako sebedo gi family mar joka Nyabungu en sakwa gi joka Jaramogi. Gem ka be kwa bire to ka iluongo ne Karareu. Karareu ka koro an or nekech akendo nyar joko Keno nyar the late Mzee Charles Adero loka kacha. Which is ya koro ka mama Manyabungu ni koro en mother-in-law mara gi koni gi gem ka. To nyige gi to koro yuoche Aduma. Koro miyo okado wacho mang'eny nekech ing'e ni Gem is a special place. Dak gi nyigem be ong'e yiero kuonde ma gidhiye nekech kidhi tiyudo kamolo tinga man gi moro. Anyang' Kanyong'e man gi moro. Dr. Nyikale man gi moro to gaduma kowuorni. Koro malich ahinya madwaro na wach ni chena wacho ni Mama Grace was steadfast nekech the struggle mwantiere manye by jatendwa gi lisasini did not start yesterday. I recall in 1970, around 1974, when Jaramogi formed what was called Radet at Riat in Kisumu. And ndalogo jomane nyalo bede bath Jaramogi were counted. Nekech kata kalo and dala Jaramogi ni nyalo teri cell. So in that meeting mane losogo Riat ni Radet Ramogi Development Trust would be a public non-profit making organization but run on commercial principles. I still remember the words of Jaramogi when he said that the membership of Radet would not be based on creed, religion, sex, or tribe or ethnicity. Among those who attended the meeting then was Mama Makawuono Wakokan, the late Job Omino, Okang Tolo, and Mzee Odungiranda. So the struggle has been long. Adwanu anyis jowa matemo ndhogowa to gichamo remb luo. Gichamo remb luo. Nyiche gidonje bunge gi nying Raila. To koro ginyalo bede kama ng'ato plan ni dwa noneg Raila ni bayo gi lisasi. Wadwanu anyisgi ni it will not be easy for them. It will not be easy for them. Koro miyo kadwa wacho mokalo kanyo nekech jotendwa ni ka bro loso. So adwa nawegi kanyo. Erokamano, thank you.
Aya. This is the only deputy governor who has been with us in all these journeys. Just say jambo. Matthew Owili Makisumu. Osebedo kodwa in all these events.
Erokamano, my condolences to the family, Mama Pauline, together with the family. Mama's legacy lives on. She has been immortalized in Kisumu at Mama Grace Onyango Social Center, and in Africa, Mama Grace Onyango Digital Foundation, Health Digital Foundation, together with the Alberta Sisulu Foundation in South Africa, will help in revolutionizing health in Africa. Yodala untie, ane jorama Raila molo dinga kamaendi. Une madwa uwe koduka uono. Yesterday was the turning point. How can this illegitimate regime organize somewhere in Eastlands, in a cul-de-sac, to ambush Raila Amolo Odinga and his team? They poured on him liters and liters of Magia Pilipili and thousands of tear gas. Then they aimed their bullets at him. Not one, not two, not three, but 7. The battle ahead is not going to be won in parliament, not in the county assembly, but on the streets. In Mapoki Woko, Iritango, Tinego, Raila, Amolo, Odinga. Emomia Monday, we want to see all those who love Raila Amolo Odinga joining the struggle. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Aya, asante, Dr. Buru Oginga. By the way, that colored water, which was being used by the police yesterday, we are aware it has come from Museveni. That colored water, it has come from Museveni, and Museveni is forgetting that his goods are passing through our land here. We will. Numandu ne kaloga madala waka. Okunge. Aye.
Jodala duto to molo to koro joka baridi to koro gi jodala ma japuonjna mano selal Edward Onyango baridi to gi welo duto mochopo osiepe moa kuonde mopogore opogore. Kawuono wabiro kowo nyaminwa. Wabiro kowo nyaminwa Grace, to ok wakowe ni wayuak. Wakowe nikech wa celebrate ngima mare. Osedak e yo moriere tir. Kendo Grace oserito ji mang'eny. Kendo oserito piny. Mane momiyo pinywa mar Kenya ni kanyo Grace otho to wachne odhi oyali e bunge motegno ka irwakego. Tana nyalo wachonu ni nyabugu ni an wadak kode Kisumu ka higni mang'eny kata ndalo mane adhi loka gin magikowa. Kata kane adhi e piny Urusi be obiro molimo wa nyaka kucha. Ta adwa ni mondo anyisu ni en e kinda kode oduong' mohinga mabor. Nikech Grace onyuol higa 27 to mama na monyuola onyuol higa 23. Pogruok me kinde gi mama na en higni adi kende? 4. Higni 4 kende. Ma Grace ne nyalo bedo mama na, nonyalo nyuola. Tang'isou. Mane momiyo joma wacho ni Raila oti kanyo nyalele nyathi matin ni. To emomiyo Grace gimoma achiel kende madayani mondo awachnu. Awinjo ka ochiw nende. Tadwa ni mondo ang'isu ni Grace ne en ng'ama principled. Siasa manobetie no ok ne yot. Siasa ok Grace obetie ndalo mayot. Ng'euru ni ndalo mane Grace odonje siasa higa 69 e higa mane Kenyatta goe KPU marufuku. To be higa mane Kenyatta okawo Jaramogi mosoye iye. Te higa makoro Grace bende donjo e KANU to KPU be koro kogo marufuku sano. Upane ne en gima yot. Ok ne en siasa mayot. To dhi odonjo tanyalo wachonu ni Grace obetie KANU no chakre kaka ne odonje no kanogo chama mare miluongo ni KPU marufuku obetie kanuni nyaka nyotho. Lokruok mosebetie kindego ndalogo duto chakre ndalo chande nyaka sani machama wasedhiye wadunre mang'eny modhi ochak Ford Kenya, moa Ford Kenya mwadhi NDP, moa NDP mwadhi LDP, moa LDP mwadhi KANU, moa KANU kwadhi LDP, kwa LDP ka wadonjo waloso ODM. Mago duto te to Grace te ento chung ni ento ang'ono KANU. Uparo ni mane ok nyiso principle. Grace no chung gi principle mare ni an kamako ka kata nyithiwa kata udhi koni an kodu tato mara machiel kama chungi ni achunga mane kama chungie. Mano aparo ni en principle ma onego ung'e ni mano ne timre kuom Grace. Mar ariyo daher ni mondo anyisu ni Grace kaka nyicha nodak. Grace nyocha odak gi ji mang'eny maber. Kendo Grace orito jo mang'eny. E kindgi gi Jaramogi, samoro Jaramogi ne nyalo wachone ni dhi koni to Grace wachone ni ababa. Ayie to kata kamano ato weya gi mara mani weyani. Koro mogik, jodalawa. Ano ka miya gini seche moleo, ka dhano oserumo weche mang'eny mosetiekona. Koro I just want to talk to Ruto. I want to tell Ruto. And Ruto, I have information that you and your deputy, you have intention to finish the life of Raila Odinga. I have that information. And I have it because even Gachagua himself announced it and said that we are going to now deal with Raila finally. We are going to deal with him conclusively. That the demonstrations will be the last of Raila again. When you say that this is going to be the last of him, what do you mean? You mean to say you want to take the life of Raila. But I want to warn you, Ruto, that if you attempt to Ruto the life of Raila, I tell you that Kenya will be worse than Rwanda. I must warn you that Kenya will be worse than Rwanda. And I also know something else, that our so-called development partners who are your friends are privy to this information. They are privy to this information and they condone it. They condone it. And we are also warning them. We are warning them to keep off the affairs of Kenya. Kenya is for Kenyans. And we know it much better than all of them. Whatever they are bringing as advice should just be an advice and it should be there. But we also know that you are the one who put Ruto in power. That is why whatever he wants to do, you are trying to defend. But we are warning you, please, please, for goodness sake, keep off the affairs of Kenya. Okadwa nuwe mokadho kanyo. Asengiso gimo, awacho pacha, okay, awacho gimang'eyo. If I'm not saying the truth, let them deny and let them tell me what they want, what they know. Erokamano, ageno ni ka gimatin mawachogo, Nyasaye were akwayo. Ni mondo ketna chuny nyathiwani kamaber e polo malo. To kendo mondo Nyasaye were oritna jogegi. Mondo kik gilar mwandu, kik gilar gik mang'eny, gibed gi kwe e kindgi gi hera kende. Kaka jaminwa nohero ji. Mano kende gima dakwanegi kaka anko gima duong', akwayo ni ritre uru maber kendo kik udhaw. Erokamano uru ahinya.
Haya, asante Dr. Buru. Sasa mniruhusu nialike gavana wa county Siaya. Governor James Agere Boborengo aendelee na ratiba. Asanteni. Asanteni sana. Joy! Joy!
Neno ka upoto. Ni President Marwa Raila Molo Odinga. Tony Deputy President Marwa Mama Martha Karua. Ni governors duto mochopo ka kawuono. Giwa bunge duto mochopo ka. Ge members ma county assembly. Tomoloyo. Family mar Grace Onyango. Togi jodolo man ka. Kawone no odiechieng' malich. Odiechieng' malich. Odiechieng' malich. Kawone odiechieng' ni. Emo kwere ji kawan game ka. Jogemu yen wa kwer ji kawan game ka. Kora kwayo. Kano rengo nyatieng' orengo nyawa. Kapa pokagoni gi uwi. Walungu nyawangaya. 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 Nyawangaya.
Erokamano ahinya, Your Excellency President Marwa Raila Molo Odinga, kaachiel gi Deputy President Martha Wangare Karua, Governors waduto, family, members of the National Assembly, members of county assemblies, protocol duto kwa observe kaachiel gi jogem, jo Siaya, jo Nyanza duto tete man ka gi Kenya mangima woso uno kwe uru. Nyasaye ber, seche duto, wabiro kaka jo Homa Bay, nikech Mama Grace Onyango no ya onwayo. Mane momiyo nyawang'aya nyalo chung' kaka uono ni an governor moyier mokwongo mamiyo region wani. Wabiro adwani jo Homa Bay, mine ma jotelo ma Homa Bay duto mane wabiro go mane wawuotho go ka ochung' malo kaachiel gi speaker marwa duto te. Ne wabiro mondo wanyisi we came with the entire women leadership of Homa Bay County to honor Mama Grace Onyango as the woman who broke the glass ceiling and the reason we can stand here today as women elected, because she opened the way for us. Amilo geza be wan go ka mano be notelo nwa Homa Bay kocha and the apology mar Dr. Ivo Bara mabende ne dende lit emomiyo nokochopo kaachiel gi Dr. Lilian Gogo mabende nosekel apology ne Gopio Wandai. Gima dwana wachi jothurwa, as was said by Julius Caesar in 049 BC, that we have crossed the Rubicon. We have reached a point of no return. And I want to tell whoever it is out there, before you kill Raila Molo Odinga, you kill us all. You must first kill us all and pass with us. I have heard some people talking everywhere. Kawan gamolo dua luora ngo, uodua mapinjo luoro, makata gachieta temo wire, to donge no chamo wange. Before you arrest Raila Molo Odinga, you must build a prison big enough to arrest the rest of us Kenyans and put them there first before Raila Odinga can walk in there. We have reached a point of no return, Joturwa. Kanga to dua mulag Molo Odinga. Wa uoko ko wate. Koa ugwenya ka imbo. Ngeo ni jogi padi berberi ma de kuesi. Mama Martha, they think it is Berber you can take a kwesi. Because Baba, because
For the last couple of days, they think they have been blocking you left, right, and center. Come Monday. Come Monday. I have heard them saying that you don't know the direction to State House, you don't know the direction to these places. It has been a warm-up. Come Monday, we will reach whatever the destination is that we need to go. Under the leadership of Baba. We will reach. Wabro chopo. Wabro timorenade. Kingeni in wodigem kani no yeri gi odiem. To kare gi moro onge long ni no in long lelo. In duori wuotho kaji kacha. Ne di wuotho ne di manyo ki ang'owa. Omera we tugo gi ji. Nasaye gwedhu.
Erokamano anyang'aya. Mano gavana ma Homa Bay. Koro kuyena. Monda luong nyakwar jamoko. Gavana Ochilo Ayako.
Joge muntie. Ngina ne nguma etiketa ne malo kanyo. Keta nguma lo kanyo wuok ti chopo kose ok chopi. Baba ngum ni eng'eyi kama kata lisasi kata tiagas ok buogi. Donge kamano. Chaki ng'ina ne nguma ne ane lwete kamano. Ing'eni baba ni en baba nyake baba mar Ruto. En baba mar Gachagua. To ng'ato kocha wuongi kata Nyasaye ok gwedh gigene. Donge kamano. An adwa wacho matin machal kama. Aneno kaka jomigori ringo nikech kure maaye. Baba wasebedo kwa hogi ahoya mondo kik gimuom chiel. To kama koro ne joka bai gi lisasi. Adwa wacho ne ng'ama wacho ni president. Inyalo bedo gi bunde te to ok inyal telo kinego ji. Kopo notimo to wanyise kawuono ei game kaa ni nyaka Uganda ni obro nego te to ok bi make gi jo Kenya piny ngima bro make. Inyalo nego ji gi bunde ma ing'iewo gi pes jogo. Inyalo keto ji e jela ma ichulo msach jogo gi pesa mag jogo ok nyalre. Saose gik, mimi nataka kusema hivi. Serikali yoyote ni lazima ilinde maisha na mali ya watu. Serikali ni lazima ilinde maisha ya kila mtu. Ilinde mali ya kila mtu. Kila wakati Wakenya wakienda maandamano, Wakenya wana exercise their constitutional right ya kuandamana ili wasikilizwe, ili mambo yao itatuliwe. Lakini serikali sasa imeamua kwamba itaua viongozi. Na naona wengine wakisema ati wanaweza kuua Raila Amolo Odinga. Mimi ningependa kuwaambia kuna jela ingine kubwa, ingine iko Binguni, ingine iko Hague. Ukimua Raila Odinga unaweza kuua watu wengi na hata wewe mwenyewe unaweza kufa. Mimi kama kiongozi naweza kuwa mdogo, lakini mtu yoyote anadhani ati ukiua Raila Odinga Kenya italea. Hebu jaribu. Gitem koseki gitem. Gitem koseki gitem. Adwa nyisou ni ng'ato ne nitie la kidube manowero ni every building will be prison. Every school will be prison. Biro timore Kenya ka wabiro declare uhuru. Onge police mora mabro bedo Nyanza nikech wanyalo laogi. Onge mabro bedo Nairobi wanyalo laogi. Wadwaro ni mondo sirikal mantiere sani ong'i weche maandamano kendo police ong'e ni haki ya kuandamana ni haki ya kila mtu na jukumu lao ni kutulinda wakati tunaandamana na kulinda mali yetu. Donge kamano. Kwa hivyo hiyo tunasema tuombi kose ukwayo. Uwacho kose ukwayo. Awacho kawuono ni en tich polis gi sirikal mondo lit Raila mondo eka kwe obede. Awacho kawuono ni en tich sirikal gi polis mondo rit jo Kenya te seche magi andamana mondo kik ng'ato hinyre. To ka polis owuon ema dwa hinyo ng'ato, to kata chike go onge tiende. Be nitie tiende? Be nitie tiende? Donge wakadho gi tiende araka? Donge wakadho gi kuonde ma gintiere gita? Ere tiende ng'eye ni en polis to dwa negi? En onge gi ngima. Jodala gi onge gi ngima. Ok adwa wacho mang'eny nikech juogi chiegni maka. Erokamano.
Erokamano nyakwar jamoko. Koro adwa luongo owadgi Mary. Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o. Erokamano, erokamano, erokamano.
Kakadho kuom kanisa maler mar Anglikana mobiro arus mogik mar Nyarbungu. Kakadho kuom our Prime Minister Right Honorable Raila Odinga and all wajumbe and governors maka kawuono. Nyako moro nowacho ka ni chuo kaso ga mon. Ni kik wawe kasogi. Ting'eni kikase kiyudo gimoro kamano. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Omiyo chuo kikuluor kas gi ura kasa mondo kwadhi mbele together. Kinde moko nasomo kamoro ni to come is wonderful. To come together is divine. Omiyo paro ni wadhi together kamano gi wakina mama kik wawe gi chien. Wayiere. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Adwa wacho joluo gimoro achiel kende. Adwa nuling' mondo winja. Kechwa mabor. Kane Jaramogi kedo ni piny. Luo Thrift and Trading Corporation. Nen gi moto moro achiel. Kinda e teko, sinani e lweny. Ama sivyo? Kindi ang'ono? To sinani ang'ono? Kisungu wacho ni yani, determination is strength, resoluteness is the essence of struggle. Gimadi timre Kenya kasani, en wachopo kamoro mluna kirikiki. Mwasene no nyoro. Wasene no nyoro, gidwa nigi keth pinjo Nyanza joluo, kagi ng'eni ndi kinda mawandgo gi teko nyaka ne wachak go uhuru nyaka sani. Emose kelo changes Kenya ka. The year 2001, Kenya was almost breaking. It is Raila Odinga who said, Kibaki tosha. Monyuolo nak, mano save Kenya. Sirkand nak, emono stabilize economy in this country. We are now in a very dangerous situation now in Kenya, and you know it, politically and economically. But we have a resource. We have here Raila Odinga, our party leader and the leader of the movement, and Martha Karua is here, the deputy. The only person we don't have here today is Kalonzo Musyoka. To jiadekgi, emanya lokonyo Kenya. Kejo moko katos bayo, okogise bayo. Kinda eteko, sinani lweny. In the national anthem of Kenya, we sing, justice be our shield and defender. Justice be what? A shield and defender. Force and cruelty and violence cannot be our shield and defender, especially when it comes to those charged with leading the nation, or those who have assumed the responsibility of leading the nation. We as Kenyans who are in the struggle for the second liberation, and now we are in the third liberation, we must continue to be resolute and determined to defend our hard-gained independence and freedom. Are we together? Are we together? Therefore, we must stay together, because in our hands, in the hands of Raila Odinga and Martha Karua and Kalonzo Musyoka, lie the future of this nation. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Hallelujah. Asanteni sana.
Erokamano. Abenda dwa wacho matin uyena. An gimokwongo wacho niya. Ne ngimana kaka jasiasa nitie jomomiyo nabedo jasiasa kaka achalo kawuono. Grace Onyango makoro wako kawuono ni kana ni jela kamiti. Mobila ne koro kogola e jela. To giwacho ni mondo ayier kama onego tera ka gikela Kisumo. Oweya e bus stop Kisumo. To awacho ni gikuweya kae. To onge kaka nyalo bedo nikech na jela gi siling 10 kende. Mane msara mane gimiya e jela kamiti. Koro na kwa gitera ka Grace Onyango. Koro Grace emonokawa moketa e ode. Ma madho chai kaka ng'at moa e jela mane pok omadho chai kuom dweche mang'eny. Ae omiya mtoka otera Ugenya. Ae Ugenya gotieno tuo moro nogoya marach. Motera Siaya sa 6 motieno. Ae Siaya yene onge chieng' nogono ma Jaramogi Oginga manobiro gola gokinyi ka otera hospital ma iluongo naga Kan. Omiyo e ngimana akwano Grace kaka jok ng'at oting'o bada malo. To moloyo Jaramogi Oginga Odinga gima pok owacho ka. Dhand Grace Onyango bende obede nikech Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Nikech ndalo cha ng'ama miyo mondo yieri mibed mayor. Midonji bunge. Ka ok nen Jaramogi Oginga Odinga ne dakodonjo e bunge kata obedo mayor. Kata anorengo nyachieng' kama koro aromeni manyalo kawo kom mayudi. Kane onge Jaramogi ne dakadonjo. To kata sani ka Raila wacho ni left to adhi right. To mane kaka kom bende orumo kuom orengo kae. Koro an achiel kuom jomoseneno kuom Jaramogi Oginga Odinga gi party leader marwa Raila Amolo Odinga ni kidwa mondo piny opari yo makare nyaki mag telo ma Jaramogi ndalo cha to sani en Raila Amolo Odinga. Wachna mar ariyo kaka Joluo selalo yowuoyi madongo agwengi kodhek e Gemka. To alalo Mboya. To alalo Odhiambo Mbai. Ka usomo gigo maber. Tiyudo na ndhoga nowuok kuom Jaluo kae. Kata na Yesu ng'ama nondhogo Yesu ne ok en Muindi. Ne en Ja-Yahudi. Yesu ok Jaluo manondhogo Yesu. Ng'ama nondhogo Yesu ne en Ja-Yahudi. To koro iluo ka nyaka watang' na ndhoga. Andhoga emomiyo uko nindo. Emomiyo Odhiambo Mbai onindo. To emomiyo Agwingi bende onindo. Jadi moyieno wakwongo andhoga. Wakwongo. Martha Karua, when Jaramogi Oginga Odinga was being buried, I talk about hypocrites. I said hypocrites are the swines of human civilization. If you are a good reader of the Bible, there are many verses dealing with hypocrites. And in the Bible, you will find a verse that says, it is bad to be a liar, but the worst thing more than being a liar is when you're a liar and you're a hypocrite. I want to tell you from game, and I'm facing Gachagua and Ruto. You say you are Christians. Our Lord Jesus Christ talked about many hypocrites in the church. Prophets who are hypocrites. seers who are hypocrites. Gachagua and Ruto, you cannot be Christians. And you use bullets to kill the people of Kenya. Christians use the Bible and they reason together. This thing that we are seeing in Kenya today is worse than what was seen in Haiti under Papa Doc and Baby Doc, where the police were turned into a gang and goons who are killing the people. They are known as Tonton Makut. The police in Kenya are becoming Tonton Makut. And we are telling Ruto broadly here in game, if you touch Raila Amolo Odinga, I can tell you, you'll regret the day you were born. You'll regret the day you were born. And to Gachagua, you cannot be a Maumau. Does a Maumau look like Gachagua? Do you see the face of a Maumau in Gachagua? In fact, some people tell me it looks like somebody from the Rift Valley somewhere. A Maumau is somebody like Martha Karua. A Maumau is somebody like Raila Amolo Odinga. Gachagua, you are a home guard who is killing his own people. You cannot be a freedom fighter and preach the messages that you're preaching to us. And I want to finalize by saying there are many words that people use. There are those who are called despots. The Kenya Kwanza government, this is a government of despotism. When I hear demagogues, and demagogues are the people Wandai was talking about, the Bokasas, the Mobutus, the Papa Dog. When I see Ruto in broad light every day, I think of demagoguery. They are just simple demagogues. When you think of oligarchs, oligarchs are people who use the state to enrich themselves. When I think of oligarchy, Kenya Kwanza administration is an oligarchy. And to the people from the United States who are telling us it is wrong to go for demonstration, I'm addressing directly the ambassador of the United States of America. If America preached the kind of messages they are preaching to us today, because America was founded on rebellion. The American people went to war. That is how they got their freedom. So, Madam Ambassador, you cannot risk American business to the expense of the freedom of the people of Kenya. If you are a friend of the Kenyan people. Omeana tieko kawacho. Awachi. Awachi. Higani. Higani. Kawa yere ne ongeringo. Yadimo yeno ongeringo. To kaka neno kaka pinyo yegi baba. Pinyo yegi baba. Nyaka Mount Kenya nigi baba. Higani. 2023. This is the year for freedom. The third liberation of the Kenyan people. And in my dreams, and my dreams are going to come true. Nimita wingi, nana no kamato chunkanyo, tanyang wood meri chunkanyo, to nyawanga ni kanyo, to chila yako ni kanyo, to pio wandai ni kanyo, to buru ni kanyo, ni mimi, Raila, Amolo, Odinga, naapa kwamba nitaitumikia serikali na Jamhuri ya Kenya. Mwenyezi Mungu unisaidie. Mano timbre mana kwa ye bedo bang jakom. Koro jakom wan kaka governors. Wadwa nyono tiendi. Onge development moro mangato ng'eyo. Onge mbunge moro mong'eyo development e Kenya ka. Molo jakom. Benitie mbunge ng'eyo development molo jakom. Gimoro timre counties kama Nyawanyanga nyalo nyisi. Ni pesa monego bi county chakre November pokodon. Nyaka sani serikal maruto ni pesa mabiri county chakre November nyaka sani onge. To kiwinjo Kangata kata Waiguru obendo yuak ni Ruto dakise oro pesa e counties. Tingene Siaya kae kane gi yuago pesa ma November ni poko irma October tano rengo na se irma October. Ngamarie ke gin jo Kenya kwanza kusore ngamarie. Omiyo onge ngama nyalo wacho na weche mag development moloyo Raila Molo Odinga. Mokelo katiba to kelo devolution. Omiyo wan wadhi. We are going. We are going. We are going. We are going. Ruto, we are coming. Aneno ka uchieka dier. Sasa nimpatie ruhusa kwa heshima nimwalike Deputy President wetu Mama Martha Karua. Mama Martha Karua. Erokamano, erokamano. Obeyo wanyalo nyekana loso nyaka okinyi.
Your Excellency, Raila Amolo Odinga, governors, MPs, the clergy, the family of Mama Grace Onyango na wananchi watukufu. Today we are here to honor this great lady. A lot has been said about her, which I endorse, but I want to say she is a great iron lady. We are only taking a little bit after her. She is the greatest iron lady. Why do I say so? She vied for elective office when there were no networks of support. Women had not learned of how to stick together to push for elective office. She became a councillor, she became a mayor. She became the first woman MP, a deputy speaker, a secretary general of the Luo Council of Elders. She opened the way for us. The leaders of today, women, we are standing on the tall shoulders of Mama Grace Onyango. To the family, may her memory, the great things she has done, wipe away your tears. She has left such a legacy for you to be proud of and for us Kenyans to learn from. And many, not just Kenyans, many in Africa and the world to learn from. May she rest in peace, and may you be assured that it's not just you, the family. As Kenya, we have lost a great leader. On matters national, we are behind our leader, Raila Amolo Odinga, because he is seeking the truth on behalf of every Kenyan. Na msidanganywe, this is not about the Luo nation or ODM. This is about all Kenyans. Bei ya unga ni sawa kwa kila mtu. Hata kwa polisi hawana bei yao ya unga. Hata kwa jeshi hawana bei yao ya unga. Na mimi nimwelezee, sio kila polisi mkora. Wachache sana ndio wanafanya kazi chafu. Polisi walio wengi wamesimama nasi na hawafanyi kazi chafu. To them I say, we salute you. To the few who are breaking the law, I want to remind them, It may take months, it may take years, but you'll individually pay for the crimes you commit today. Today, I asked my lawyers, and I hope they have done so before the end of the day, to write a demand letter to IG Kome, because it is under his command, that yesterday we were assaulted with tear gas and our leader with live bullets. And I want you to understand, we had spent more than 2 joyous hours going through Imara Daima and Mukuru kwa Jenga to jubilant crowds who were escorting us very happily. At the end, when we were just about to go into outer ring, we found them laying ambush for us. When they threw the first tear gas, wananchi took cover because they cannot stand the tear gas. They continued shelling our cars with tear gas and live bullets. Before I lost count, I had counted more than 20 tear gas canisters lobbed at our cars. And because Jacom's car was in front, it was getting the brunt of it, tear gas and bullets. And I now know why they were throwing so much tear gas. They wanted a cloud to cover the direct attempt on him. If it was not an assassination attempt, tell me why you were shooting at his windscreen at the side where he is seated at close range. We are saying you can plan all the evil you want. Life is in the hands of God. That is why you were not able to get him or any of us yesterday. And you are not going to get any of us. You will try, but you will not succeed. And the people of Kenya must get justice. And I want the people of Kenya to understand one small thing. Ndio tukaenda kwa koti tukanyimwa haki. Ndio tukanyimwa haki na IBC na hiyo ikamalizika. Alafu whistleblower akaja na results. Na hizo results tukisiangalia ni za ukweli. Madai yetu ni chache. Open the server. Kama ulichaguliwa tudhibitishe. Kama hukuchaguliwa tukufagilie nje. Lakini you have to open the server. You are a coward, William Ruto. Why do you get the police to fight against Kenyans? Why do we have to be robbed with tear gas when we are doing a lawful activity demonstrating? Mumeona kwa runinga, in the nation of France, they were demonstrating almost daily. Millions of people, no tear gas. Just here, South Africa. They demonstrated no tear gas. In Kenya, we are demonstrating. Violence occurs when the police come to fight, to meet brutality on the people. Yesterday, we would have ended without incident. On Monday in Kibra, we would have ended without incident. Police come with tear gas and live ammunitions. I am telling IG Kome and everybody who cares to hear, if you want to find out who is having violence, it's police and government hired goons. In Kisumu, they came to open an office. Kumbe, it was a center for their goons to plan violence in Kisumu. Wherever we have no police resistance, no hired goons, there is no violence. So if you are looking for criminals, look at sections of the police and the UDA goons who are committing these offenses. I want to urge Kenyans everywhere, stand up for your rights. They are muzzling any protest in central Kenya. In my own backyard of Geshogo, young men gave notice to demonstrate. They took loads and loads of policemen. They cannot even allow them to come out. They're hounding them in their homes. In Meru, we saw the same thing. Because they would like us to believe that Baba has no following in those areas. Baba has following in the entire country. And the issues he's bringing forward affect every Kenyan. So wasikie, hatutarudi nyuma. Jumatatu tuonane na kila Mkenya aamuke. It is Easter. My last word will be this. It is Easter. Kenya is almost dying. May Kenya rise with the risen Christ during this Easter. Hii kazi lazima tumalize. Ukweli utokelezee, Kenya iweze kuendelea. Tumekubaliana. Now without further ado, let me call our leader, our president, Raila Amolo Odinga.
Haya. Karibu kaeni. Jodolo. Wele mobiro kawuono. Jodala duto temo suno saure uru. Saure uru kendo. Amora hinya kaneno ka oganda makwar kae obiro kawuono mar konya bungu. Koran kae kawuono biro kaka or. Arga kaka or. Abiro kakro yuago nyamera ka. Jo sa kamano kae biro kae otigo chungane uru mondo ne uwa. Ero kamano. Mago jodalawa. Ero kamano ahinya kuom chopo ka. Wabiro mar kowo nyarwa ka. Nyabungu. Nyar Jaramogi. Yaroginga. Yarologidho. Yarambajo bure. Yaroburo tiaro. Ma nyako malich ahinya. Nyako malich ahinya. Akecho se wacho sigande. En nyako mose tiyo matek kuonde mang'eny ahinya. Aneno jo lweny manokedo ga kech kadi chon kaka Benika. Na nyango radiera no iye kacha. Wani kai. Obodonge kudarangi. Bende no kanyo. Mago lang mane tidirika. Kani kido ni Uhuru. To ka okine ko wacho kanyo ndiki story mar Grace kanyo. Igon mare iluongo ni Ismail no. No nen jeduma otegna ahinya. Kendo mane Nyasaye malich ahinya. Dalane kanyo mane nitie kar chokruok. Maduong' mane jibire. tayo senyisi kanyo yo nyithiga akech kanyo maduong' iluongo no horo no kaya kuri ka kech namba 2 madek iluongo na bungu namba 4 iluongo no onyango sakwa kun Ismail no mulungo kuneno kani ema chile kuno chola unya mino bolo tulo hangene waji to bange kanyo nitie jaoko no bendo unge ka jakowar ga kech tae nitie iluongo ni obonyo no wargo chola jasport nyolo tek obonyo ni makane ngwecho wuok en jasport moko mpira to ngwech kidwaro ng'ama nyalo dhi go gi joimbo aputhi njiri obonyo no go bar danger warga dhiambo kae kawata kuri kabiro iluongo ni ochieng makoro tin tenya kama kuro chogo koro magi jo dalawa kabisa takecho sen samuzigande kanyo japuonj to jaode ma onyango baridi ne japuonjwa to koro Grace puonjo motegno mone ai kendo sinjo kanyo bimo bedo kansla kendo bedo meya mokwongo koro higa ma 69 kane koro dhi timo yiero osego KPU marufuku osenegi ji Kisumo piny oyuso olich ahinya ikon jo KPU ok chung koko timo ni clearance kinyalo chung kagir kirage oyudo clearance to ndolo warga poda bendi ka kondolo chung Kisumu rural Grace chung Kisumu town koro watimo campaign ni Grace an wuro kuri kadonjo ka wan donge randa no tie nyangara dier no tie jaoko no tie to ngane duro warga gus bele tie okajuru mon bondo bentie to koro kanyo Grace chungi dano yowi mang'eny mano chung kanyo koda bonyo moro be tae ne nitie to kodera miluongo ni ingaji mano koro ne peko miyono chungi Grace koro ingaji ni mama campaign bange gecho dhi oloyo lo mabor kabisa koro jena werni ayaye ngaji dong kadiedo ngaji dong ayaye ngaji dong kadiedo ngaji dong kadiedo ngaji dong kadiedo ngaji dong kadiedo ngaji dong koro Grace di kucha magdi kichao gimiluongo ni Hippo Point declaration gede gitimo kucha magdi giwacho iloso ginyata ni mondo gonjera mugi mogony ayo timo giko bunge kucha timo gik mang'eny record mare bunge nyalo somo umekuda rodoje mago to tiyo matek yore mang'eny ahinya omiyo kawuono obiro ka mar ko nyako machalo kama nyako motiyo maber iluongo ni en pathfinder kujuma mine no telo chon motimo gik mang'eny ka piny ne pod oyuso to koro chopo kaka mano omiyo tieko wuodhe kamo chopo no higni 94 ko chopo ok yuagi itimo gulugo ni celebration ok mano obiro na nyasi mar ginka mar Grace kawuono koro rone ka be gemo kaka bire tan koro kaoche kaya be akepo mune direka koro men kaoche kiloso to kiloso ki digri matin to kata kamano ana mor gi spirit maneno ka gima timore thuro ka ok en gima yore osetimore kuonde mang'eny ahinya to nyaka koro walok gik moko thuro kama iluongo ni Afrika nyaka ne gimiluongo ni multi-party B Yiero osebedo kitimo to yiero itimo mopogore opogore. Kenya ka chalo gi pinje mamoko. Ni yiero itimo machalo ma iluongo ni ritual. Itime to ng'ama yombo be oseng'eyo chon kucha. Koro momiyo adwa nalosi gi jomoko ma ok ni ka. Yiena. And here I now want to address the international community, particularly diplomats in this country who represent other countries who call themselves development partners of Kenya. We want to tell them that democracy is democracy. There's no European democracy, American democracy, and African democracy. Democracy must be measured by the same standards universally. And that you cannot put development ahead of the democracy. Democracy must precede development. That is why we are so surprised to see this diplomat completely turning a blind eye to violation of fundamental human rights in Kenya in the name of development. And most of them having the audacity to misrepresent facts in our country. Like the American ambassador yesterday addressing American businessmen, saying that Kenya last year in August did the most transparent and democratic elections in the history of Kenya. I told her I did not know which country she was talking about. I didn't know which Kenya she was talking about. She had just been here for a few days before this election took place. And then the question I asked, you saw on the critical day, on the 15th of August, the Electoral Commission consisting of 7 members, the chairman and 2 other members saying yes, and 4 members saying no. And I said, if this happened in the United States or in Europe, would that kind of election be considered democratic? No. Would that election be considered transparent? No. 4 members of the Electoral Commission dissented. They say we do not agree the results which have been pronounced by Mr. Chebukati. Mr. Chebukati announced, but it was a minority. The Electoral Commission consisted of 7 members because it must be an odd number so that there is never a tie. If there's a division, there must be a winner. And in this case, for the first time we've seen that 3 is bigger than 4. So we are trying to tell the international community, we Kenyans have a right to question what happened, if only to ensure that what has happened does not get repeated again in 2027. Those commissioners who dissented, who a majority, have been handed out of office as criminals. We've said this is not right. And then we also said that Kenyans have a right, in the light of new information that has emerged, that put to question the results which were announced by minority of members of the Electoral Commission. This is how democracy is built. This is how electoral democracy must be strengthened. And we've said that we do not want lectures from our development partners. We must allow Kenyans to make a decision of their own. And we will continue to question. And we have said that we will demand that the servers must be opened so that we can be able to interrogate the results in the servers. We have said, secondly, that all the 4 electoral commissioners who have dissented must be reinstated back to their positions. Thirdly, we have also said that we must address the issue of the cost of living in Kenya. With the view to lowering it, we must reintroduce the subsidies which were suspended by Mr. Ruto. And fourthly, we are saying that for parliamentary democracy to work, members of parliament elected on a political party's ticket or a coalition ticket must stick to those parties for the life of that parliament. If they resign or show for all practical purposes that they have resigned from their parties and are now voting with another party, that they've closed the aisle, they must resign and go back and face the electorate afresh. That is the only way in which we can be able to strengthen our parliamentary democracy. If you are elected on an ODM Azimio ticket and you now are dancing with Kenya Kisha and Uda, resign and come and pick the electorate here. Those are the irreducible minimum. The irreducible minimum that we are demanding as Azimio. And we will continue to demand. This is not negotiable. These are not negotiable, and these are rights of the people of Kenya. And we have said, the Constitution of Kenya provides in Article 1 that sovereignty in the Republic of Kenya rests with the people of Kenya. They can either exercise it directly as the people or through the elected representatives. But because the elected representatives are being bought in Parliament, you have decided to exercise the right directly at the people of Kenya. This is what we said. Secondly, Article 37 allows Kenyans to picket, Kenyans to assemble, to present petitions, and also the right to demonstrate, peacefully demonstrate. Our demonstrations are going to continue to be peaceful. They will continue to be peaceful, irrespective of what the police do, in spite of the provocation by the police. So we said yesterday, and I want to repeat it, we condemn in the strongest terms possible what happened yesterday, the attempt on our lives. And that must have been orchestrated and been planned from the very top. We don't want to deal with the police officers. Police officers are just servants. As if a police officer would have no reason to come and shoot Raila Odinga. That police officer was instructed by Inspector General, was also instructed by the Minister, was also instructed by his superiors, the Deputy President and the President of the Republic of Kenya. And that's where we face our guns. On Monday, there will be the mother of all demonstrations in Nairobi. Yethuro winjo, Yethuro iye, winjo nango. Work teach. Iluongo ni mean demonstrations. Kenya te. Tumalo ok en lweny mar joluo. En lweny mar jo-Kenya te. Kama nitie nyoro cha majen kede dala ma jo-Wakamba mang'eny. Nyocha ni wan gi Dhurai karo kuche. Mocha ni wan kamiluongo ni Kawangwar gi Kangemi mago jotoko dera. Kidhi Kibera jo-Kenya nam gi Wanubi go kuche. Kamora mar jothurwa. Obo jothurwa ok wadog chien. Udwaro dog chien. Jothurwa iye. Tukana muye. Ero kamano. Wani Nyasaye ket grace maber kulomano. Akelo kuyo mar Kalonzo Musyoka kod kuyo mar Governor Paranya kod mgami luongo ni Wajakoya. Ero kamano ahinya.
Aya, wabedru piny mondi, baba pod dok medo piny, pok watieko. Hello? Kwa luoro baba, to wabedru piny, mondo watiek through the service. I hand over to the church right now.
Yeah, thank you very, very much, MC. We also want to thank those